So the next part of our philosophy, okay, is teaching our players, if our job is to keep our body between a defender and a ball carrier, what's the most effective way to get that done? Okay, it's not necessarily about putting your hand in the dirt and just gnawing somebody's face off and mauling them. You know, that sounds great, but when you're playing with a equally talented player or more talented player, you have to have a way to be able to maintain relative posture so that your back or your quarterback or whoever has the ball can go out and execute their job. Okay, so we talk about our guys playing with a lift track. Okay, and without getting guys up here, you guys don't look, y'all the demonstrating type, and that's okay. You guys can visualize on this picture here. The first thing you're going to do, if you guys can imagine power cleaning, okay? If you guys can imagine walking in the rack, getting the bar, you're getting ready to do a power clean. The first thing you want to do is you want to establish a base, okay? So that base, feet shoulder width apart, but you want to talk about where's your weight, okay? Getting that weight balanced on the inside halves of your feet so that you guys can be powerful, okay? Well, the same premise holds true for offensive line. The next thing you'll do is establish leverage on the object that you're lifting, okay? From there, as you lift, you have a forward hip progression, okay? Bringing your hips onto the target that you're lifting, and then an emphasis on elbow bend, okay? You guys can do this at home or whenever you're walking around, but just understand when you extend your elbows, okay, your weight naturally transfers forward, okay, which is not conducive to lifting, okay? You're a lot more powerful when you keep that elbow locked with the shoulder, bend in that elbow, and then you can lift here, okay? A lot of more muscles working in sequence together, okay? And then, again, we talked about the elbow and shoulder alignment, okay? The opposite of lifting for us in our world is pushing, which feels natural, it feels comfortable, it makes sense because we're taught as offensive linemen, we want to knock people off the ball, we want to change the line of scrimmage, we want to drive defenders back, okay? Well, that works some of the time. If you have a superior athlete that can go out there and put his hands on people and dominate them, well, by all means, you should do it, okay? But it's not conducive to winning that rep all the time, okay? When we push, you can look at the posture of this little figure I have here, okay? But narrow base, weight over toes, high hips away from the target, elbows extended with the elbows out and no ability to adjust laterally. So that becomes the issue, okay? How much of the game for you guys is played straight ahead, okay, on vertical lines, as opposed to the game being played laterally? You guys understand what I mean? Okay, so you guys want to make sure that when you're teaching your players to go out and play the game, make sure they understand what their objective is and how they can get it done. That's by playing in a lift posture. Does everybody follow me on that?